think about it, there ain't no kingdom no more.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. We are here to do another Walking Dead Universe Q&A video for today, and we're also going to be talking about, do we think it's possible that we will meet the leader of the CRM, Major General Beale, that we've all heard about in all the Walking Dead shows? Do we think it's finally time to meet him in Season 1 of Rick and Michonne's spinoff? Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead. We are here for our weekly Walking Dead Universe Q&A video. We're going to go through some comments from you guys for today. Picked a lot of really good ones. You guys had a lot of great comments and questions for this week. So we're going to run through them and discuss. So of course, we only have a few weeks until Walking Dead content is back. Fear the Walking Dead and the reviews for that and the Q&As for that will be starting as of next month. And that's literally like less than a month away now from early access. So definitely excited to get back into the Walking Dead stuff. But we got a few more weeks, which means a few more Walking Dead Universe Q&As will be definitely made. Because I like to get these done at least once a week. So, and just kind of touch in on, a lot of the different shows and a lot of the, different stuff that goes on. But anyway, the first question for today, and I think it's a question that we've all been asking ourselves, and I'm very interested to see in the comments what you guys have to say about this one, which is, this one comes from Andre, who says, Dan, it has been many years that the CRM has been involved in the Walking Dead franchise, but we have not met Mr. General Beale. Do you think that in the Rick and Michonne spinoff series, we will get to see this character in full in the first season, or do you think they're going to drag it out even longer? So, man, that is a really interesting question, because we know, obviously, Major General Beale, for anybody that doesn't know, that is the guy in charge, that is the leader of the CRM, at least that's what we've been told, and obviously we did get to meet his son in World Beyond. Again, I literally am the biggest World Beyond hater you'll probably find on YouTube, so I'm going to admit, guys, I don't even remember his son's name. I honestly don't. Somebody let me know. What is his son's name? All I remember is this, like, weird, like, teenage boy that had a thing for Hope. That's all I fucking remember, And it's funny because that character is literally just there to hit on Hope. That's that's all it is. And this is like this big wig's son, right? So I don't know. Again, I really want to remember his name, but I don't think I can remember it off the spot. But somebody let me know. But anyway, point being, he is the guy in charge of why all of this has happened. Why a city of thousands of people were murdered by his guys. He gave the okay to do that, right? To murder a city of a whole bunch of people. So obviously this guy is not all right in the head. He obviously is pretty screwed up. But the real question about this is, will this guy appear in the Rick show? Will this guy finally make an appearance? Because, if there was any moment where it was at the peak of the CRM storyline, I would imagine that's when we see Rick involved, right? So, because I'm going to admit, I wouldn't really give a shit about the CRM if they didn't have Rick captive, right? But that's how they draw you in. So the only time I would say that would be an important time for them to introduce the guy in charge and try to hook people is during the Rick show, right? And I think we will. I think we are going to get to see Major General Bill. I don't think it's going to be right away. I think he'll be introduced probably in like the season finale or something. I think it's definitely going to be something that spills into a season 2. And yes, I do think there's going to be a season 2. I think that this show will continue on a little bit. I don't think we're going to see Major General Beale right away. I think it'll be in the season 1 finale. We'll get to see him. We'll get a small introduction, and then he'll be the big villain for season 2. That's what I think it'll be. Because I think they're going to definitely slowly introduce this guy. It's going to be a slow burn for sure, but I think by the end of season 1, we will get either like a post-credit type of sequence like they used to do back in the day, or just generally at the end of season 1, we're going to get to see him, we're going to see an appearance of him, and we're going to see, what his plans are and what his motives are, right? Because here's the thing, this is the villain of the Walking Dead name, and it's just that simple. That right there, Major General Beale, is easily the biggest, hyped up character we've seen, right? Because there's been so much stuff done with the CRM. They've done so much, and you just hear about this guy in the background, but you never see him. It's very much like a Negan thing, but I would say on steroids because of the numbers that the CRM has, right? So this is definitely going to be a big character when the time comes, and I think it's going to be at the end of season 1 of Summit. So I do think we'll see him. I think it's going to be at the end of season 1, and I think we will get a season 2 of Summit. I think those rumors are true, and I think we will continue to see Major General Beale in season 2 of The Walking Dead Summit. That's at least where I'm kind of standing with it right now. And I just think they kind of have to at this point, right? Next one comes from Beaverus, who says that, man, if they kill Madison the second that they bring her back, they are going to be very, very upset. But they've come to honestly expect that from Fear the Walking Dead. So absolutely, absolutely. Like we discussed in last week's Q&A, Madison coming back to Fear the Walking Dead is definitely a scary thing, because as much as, you know, it's cool to see that OG lead of Fear the Walking Dead back, it is still scary because Fear the Walking Dead tends to do shit like this where they bring someone back and then they kill them right away after, right? So I hope that Madison does not get that kind of treatment, and I would be so upset if they did that. Like, they bring Madison back and then it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, nah, she's dead, you know? Like, we'll just show it on screen this time, but Madison really is dead. That would be horrible. That would be absolutely horrible, and I would not enjoy that whatsoever. Killing Madison after bringing her back is a bad idea. Not to mention, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but we actually have the two characters that I never thought we would see in this franchise again. We have Rick Grimes and we have Madison Clark. Those are two characters. Those are the two leads that started both of these shows. And there's actually a chance nowadays for both of these characters to meet. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's the thing, right? Like, back in the day, like a few years ago, we thought, no, there's no hope for Rick. These movies are never going to happen. Nope, there's no hope for Madison. She probably is just dead. And look at us now. You know, they're both back in the shows. They're both, you know, major parts of it now. And I really, really hope that they can actually arrange some sort of, like, episode where Madison and Rick meet each other. You know, it's very unlikely, but not impossible. I would love if they did something like that. That to me would be amazing, because you would get the two perspectives of the two big Walking Dead properties meeting each other, and I think that would be so cool. And Morgan knows both of them, right? So think about that conversation. I mean, that would be so cool. I think getting to see Rick meet Madison would be so awesome. But to return to your comment, exactly, they could definitely just kill her in season 8 and there's nothing that'll be there to follow, you know? That would be very unfortunate, but I wouldn't put it past them. Unfortunately, I would not put it past them. But I guess we'll just have to see. You know, we'll have to see what they do. We'll have to see if Madison survives season 8 of Fear, or if you're right, maybe she does just die in the end. That would be very unfortunate. And I can't say I would like it. Next one comes from Austin, who says that they're very upset about what they're doing with Daryl in the France series. They are cool with seeing France in the Walking Dead universe. It's definitely a really cool thing. But why do that to Daryl? So you're talking about the memory loss theory that we talked about. And if that's the case, yes. The memory loss idea is a rumor right now. Obviously, don't take it you know, too majorly, of course, because it is just a rumor that's going around right now. It's not exactly confirmed information that Daryl absolutely has memory loss and doesn't remember who he is or where he is or whatever. But it is a rumor, so you know, there is still a possibility of it. And Daryl losing his memory, oh man, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, it's not Daryl at that point. You know what I mean? Like, apparently you can watch this show, and this is what I've heard, is that you can watch Raise the Dead, the Daryl Dixon spinoff, without having any knowledge of The Walking Dead. Which kind of terrifies me a little bit, because I'm like, okay, so if you don't need to watch The Walking Dead, how the fuck are we going to know who the fuck Carol is if she enters the show? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if we're getting like flashbacks of like young Daryl and Merle, and if like Daryl slowly starts to remember stuff throughout the series, like, yeah, you're going to have to watch The Walking Dead. I don't understand that statement whatsoever, is that you don't need to watch The Walking Dead to understand Raise the Dead. I mean, I guess I'll judge that once I see the show fully through, but as of right now, I don't see how in any way that can make sense, and how you don't need to watch Walking Dead to understand the Raise the Dead series. That to me is just such a stretch, but again, we'll see what they do for sure. And the final one comes from Donnie, who says that, Dan, do you think Fear the Walking Dead could have a very similar ending to the main Walking Dead, where we have a, oh my god, crazy moment, oh, get ready, because Fear the Walking Dead isn't quite over yet, there's a spin-off to follow this. Yeah, so like kind of like a Walking Dead type of scenario. So like you mean Fear the Walking Dead would end and like they would set up some sort of spin-off instead of really concluding the story. I hate to break it to you, I think it's easily going to happen. I mean, if they did it to the main Walking Dead, they're easily going to do it to Fear the Walking Dead, you know? Walking Dead, I mean, it ended, yeah, but we had Daryl riding off, you know, to go do his spin-off. We had Maggie and Negan, which didn't really have that much setup, but, you know, Maggie did want to, you know, say that she wanted to go out there and explore everything else. And you had Rick and Michonne, which that was a blatant setup for the spin-off, you know, nothing more. So, yeah, Walking Dead definitely set up all their spin-offs by the end of the show, which isn't a bad thing because we get, you know, we continue the Walking Dead content, we continue the Walking Dead story, but I do wish that there was more of a conclusive feel to the Walking Dead main show. With Fear of the Walking Dead, here's the difference with that show, and I'm gonna keep it 100 about all this. I don't really give a shit if Fear the Walking Dead ends good. I really don't. We're far past the point where Fear is a good show. You know what I mean? So here's my thing. Why not serve the franchise? Why not at least give us an ending to where Morgan's going to find Rick? Or, you know, Madison's group runs into the Walking Dead crew or something. Like, something like that. And I guarantee it's not going to happen. But here's the thing. At least set up a spinoff like that. Make Fear the Walking Dead have a purpose, is I guess more so what I'm trying to say. Make Fear the Walking Dead, when that show ends, feel like you watched it for something and not just for Morgan, you know? Make it feel like the Clark family, even though Madison's the only one left that's actually in the show right now. Make it feel like Fear the Walking Dead, the journey of that show mattered. I mean, I guarantee you it's not going to happen no matter how they try it, but at least attempt it. You know, try to make Fear the Walking Dead feel like it mattered, and in my opinion, the way you do that is connecting it with other shows, making it feel like there's a reason to keep going, and making it feel like there's a reason why you followed Madison, you know? That's at least just where I stand on it. But yeah, I think they'll definitely set up spinoffs at the, you know, probably as soon as 8/12 goes off on the TV screen, you're going to see the universe and the future spinoffs, you know, like it's going to be all over the place for sure. Just like they did at the end of the main Walking Dead, you know, they showed Rick Grimes, they showed the helicopter scene, and then it's just like, the universe is expanding. It's like, oh, really? So, yeah, yeah, they're definitely going to do that again with the Fear of the Walking Dead finale, no doubt about it. So, anyway, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for Fear the Walking Dead, Walking Dead Universe, and of course, mostly the Walking Dead Summit with Major General Bill stuff. Do you think Major General Bill will be involved in Summit? Make sure to write that down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for the Walking Dead Universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.